My favorite scene to shoot, hands down, Arena. I don't think you could get that anywhere else in life. And to share that with my dad.
Which do you favor? Both.
And it's also Tarquin's first time in an arena, so that experience for me was just like, whoa, that was freaking cool, man.
I tend to like the scenes between Asher and Viridia because they're different.
Would I find you among us in the Wilderness for the games?
I should attend to the man.
We see Asher as a little boy almost, at loss, where he's in love and he doesn't know what to do with himself. And there's this chemistry that happens, like you can't help it but feel this, there's a magnet between those two. And the actor that's playing the role, India, she's doing a wonderful job and the chemistry is really there. I'm very, very happy about this.
The scene between Asher and Achillea where he decides to put on his training gear again and come down and fight with her in the Ludus.
Begin.
And Asher, when he battles her out, basically deconstructs her and breaks her down through this battle to the point where she is just left on the floor. And he says to her something really powerful in that moment. The past stands
not who we are.
The present holds meaning.
Is what holds meaning.
That was the moment for Achillea where she really began to change and transform herself and step into her new reality.
You do a show like this and you completely reconnect with your childhood.
I alone would repay debt of blood.
Every boy has probably dreamed about being a gladiator and fighting with swords. And I'm lucky enough to be able to do that for a living.
Our fight against Logus. You know, we'd been here for a while, training and everything, and getting to know the cast members. And Joe, who plays Logus, is like the loveliest guy ever. It was amazing working with him, but then obviously sad having to kill him. But yeah, we all had fun shooting because it was our first sort of. They threw us in at the deep end. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of blood, violence. But yeah, it was a good way to step into the Spartacus world.
I loved filming in the arena when we had all of the extras in because the energy and the enthusiasm is so amazing. And you really see and feel the world as it's meant to be. And then you have the gladiators slogging it out down below. And it's cool too because there were moments where you're in the scene doing the thing and you realize some extras are kind of watching you. Like they're at the movies and you're like, oh wow, people are enjoying this. Oh, that's right, people are gonna see this.
I agree with Jamie, the arena's pretty amazing just because the sound of like 300 people.
And they stomp their feet and and there's drums.
It's really cool. And it kind of feels like, in a weird way, kind of like a throwback to being like you're doing theater almost because you've got a live audience.
Citizens of Capua!
And there's so much lights, cameras going on, but you're standing there on a stage with like 300 people. It's really cool.
There was a turning point where we had to do something very dramatic. Our characters had been through something together that actually brings us closer together.
Yeah, I was going to say the same scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was over the course of a number of days, but we got to have this like gorgeous lightness and they're looking at linen and sort of going through the streets and it was beautiful, but it had such a crazy arc to it.
It felt like a proper Spartacus initiation for me because I had this amazing blood splatter, to be so made up to then be so pulled down.
Then Asher sort of saves Viridia and it feels like there's a charged moment that then elevates their relationship too. It had just been all these different sort of like, hey, hello, you're quite nice. And then suddenly this scene just sort of catapulted everything.
I loved going down to the Ludus with Achillea.
Pause labor and take water.
I thought that was a really gritty scene and it allowed me to show that Hilara has some fight and bite beneath the submissive facade with Asher.
Lay hands upon Dominus again, and I shall see you parted from fucking life.
I love that scene because of my prep, doing like blood sacrifices to the gods and like mixing potions in my trailer.
In real life, not Hilara. She's talking about Jamaica.
Yeah, as prep.
I have a lot of fun when we all get to interact in the same set. So when we all get to go to the arenas or we all get to go to the Roman parties because you get to see the different personalities, the different character choices, and you really get a sense of
the tone of the show and what everyone is doing, and you get to learn from everyone. So those are my favorite scenes, I have to say.